On vacation with his pregnant wife Saran, photographer Victor Fielding takes pictures in Port-au-Prince. A voodoo priestess blesses Soren's child. A city earthquake follows. Sarah tries to escape her building but is badly hurt by falling debris before Victor finds her. Before going unconscious, she asks Victor to watch their child. The hospital doctors tell Victor that Saran's attempts to save her may kill the baby. He must choose. 13 years later, Victor lives in Georgia with his daughter Angela, who keeps her mother's photos after losing Saran. Victor lost his faith in God. Victor scolds Angela for wearing her mother's scarf to school. Katherine is her schoolmate. They plan to go into the woods after class with Hannah, but only Angela and Katherine remain. While working, Victor takes family photos. He starts seeing strange things, like a crying child and distorted family photos on his laptop. After Angela told Victor she'd study there, Victor calls Katherine's house, but Katherine's mom Miranda says the girls were going to Desna's house, so they contact her and learn they were going into the woods. Victor ventures into the woods with Miranda and Katherine's father Tony, where Victor finds Angela's shoes in the water and the girls' backpacks. Parents notify authorities, who search for the girls. While searching for the girls, Victor rejects help from concerned neighbors at a shelter. Another man making a crude comment about Angela's whereabouts causes Victor to flip a table and nearly start a fight. A young man and his father find Angela and Katherine hiding in their barn cellar and take them to the hospital. Their feet are red and blistered, and their skin is scratched. After Victor brings Angela home, she tells him that she and the other girls played a game in the woods to contact Saran's spirit and fell into the hole and got lost. Angela begins to talk to an unseen entity and mess with lights. Victor draws her a black bath, and Angela pulls off a toenail. Victor searches for her and Angela, then attempts to cover his face with Saran's scarf. Angela returns to the hospital with Victor. Anthony and Miranda take Katherine and her younger siblings to Baptist church. While the pastor thanks God for Katherine's return, she looks haggard and worn out, walks out and returns while the congregation does communion while covered in blood. And she yells out the body and blood until her parents subdue her. Tony and Miranda keep her bed in home. Angela talks to her nurse about her past in her room, and a child's name below, and goes to Victor's house to tell her that she was practicing to become a nun until she got pregnant out of wedlock and had the baby aborted. Angel told her, but she never told anyone else. Victor receives a book by Chris MacNeil about her possession of Reagan, her daughter. Victor reads Chris's book and watches interviews before visiting her at her home, where Reagan cut off contact after she wrote her book. Victor explains his situation to Chris, who has spent decades studying other religions' exorcism methods. Victor brings Chris to see Angela in the hospital. Chris believes Reagan's demon is the same since Chris is told Reagan awaits her in hell by Angela. They then visit Katherine's home, where Chris meets the girl and hears Reagan taunted when she gets too close to expel the demon from Katherine's body. To blind Chris, Katherine cuts out his eyes with a cross. Victor apologizes and rushes her to the hospital. Chris doesn't regret helping after he's hospitalized and talks to his friend Father Maddox, who tries to get Catholic Church approval for an exorcism. While Victor visits Saran's grave and finds Dr. B.I., he enlists her help. Katherine's parents turn to their friend and Pastor Don Revens. Also joining them is Pentecostal preacher Stuart. The church denied the exorcism because it could kill someone. Maddox learns. Victor, Miranda and Tony gather the group in the same house and bind Angela and Katherine to floor-nailed chairs while drying a ring around them. They try to exorcise the girls, and the demon Lishu speaks through Angela, revealing that Victor had chosen to save Saran instead of Angela. Angela's real voice yells at her dad for that decision. Lishu then says one girl will live and the other will die, forcing the parents to choose. Maddox returns after saying screw the church and performs his own exorcism. Maddox collapses dead after the demon spins the girl's head and twists his own 180 degrees. Victor uses the Saran scarf to get Angela to reveal herself and apologizes for his choice. Tony announces that Katherine will be saved, and Angela's body floats upward as she regurgitates acidic bile into the ceiling before collapsing and flatlining. When Victor holds his daughter and cries, Katherine briefly appears alive before going limp. Seeing Katherine's spirit in the woods where the girls ended up, Lish drags it to hell because the chosen one must die. Angela wakes up as Miranda and Tony cry over Katherine's body. Angela returns to normal and improves her relationship with Victor. When Victor visits Anne's grave again and gives a police statement reaffirming her faith, Miranda and Tony mourn Katherine. Reagan visits Chris at the hospital to end this.